Welcome to Young Patriots.
My name is Ibrahim Traore. Today I bring you a message that carries the sound of freedom, the fire of revolution, and the vision of a new Africa. For too long they told us that we must wait for their planes, for their airports, for their permission to move across our own land. For too long Africa has been chained to their system, their control, their colonial timetable. But I stand before you today to say those days are finished. From this moment, Africa begins to rise on its own wings. Air taxis are being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another. No more waiting for the approval of foreign airlines. No more humiliation of begging for a seat on their flights. No more limits on our freedom of movement. We, the sons and daughters of this soil, will move with the speed of our own dreams. Do you hear me? The skies above us no longer belong to them. They belong to Africa. And Africa will fly, Africa will soar. Africa will connect its cities, its villages, its people with its own strength. Air taxis are being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another. And this is not just transport, this is liberation. They told us, you are too poor, too weak, too divided to achieve such things. They laughed at us when we said Africa can build its own future. They wanted us to remain on the ground, crawling while they fly above us. But today we tell them Africa is not crawling, Africa is not begging. Africa is flying! Imagine this: a farmer from the countryside can reach the capital in minutes. A student can go from one city to another to study, to build knowledge, to connect with brothers and sisters across the nation. A mother can visit her child in another city without waiting for a foreign airline. This is what it means to be free. This is what it means when we say air taxis are being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another. But my people, let me tell you this clearly: freedom does not come without courage. Independence is not given, it is taken. Just as our ancestors took up arms to break the chains of colonialism, we today take up innovation, unity, and determination to break the chains of dependency. These air taxis are not just machines, they are symbols. Symbols that Africa can rise without permission, that Africa can move without begging, that Africa can breathe without asking. Let the world hear it clearly. We are no longer trapped by their borders, their airlines, their restrictions. We are building our own sky highways, city to city, village to village, nation to nation. This is the Africa that is coming, the Africa that is already here. Air taxis are being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another, and this is the proof that our future is in our hands, not theirs. My brothers and sisters, the enemy will not like this. They will try to say it is dangerous. They will try to block us with their laws, their threats, their propaganda. They will say, Africans cannot manage this technology. Africans cannot maintain safety. Africans cannot build modern transport. But we answer them with one voice: watch us! Watch Africa rise above your lies, above your limits, above your control. We are not afraid of the sky. We are not afraid of... What we fear is only one thing: remaining slaves in our own land. And again, this project, this dream, this reality, air taxis being launched. Tomorrow it will be high-speed trains. Tomorrow it will be factories, our own ships on the seas. Tomorrow it will be an Africa that depends on nobody but its people, an Africa that inspires the whole world, an Africa that stands tall and free. And I say to you, by launching air taxis in Africa to travel from one city to another, we are declaring that those chains are broken forever. This is not just about flying. It is about reclaiming our right to move freely in our homeland. It is about showing the world that the era of waiting for permission they belong to Africa. And when Africa flies, it sends a message of liberation louder than any words. The second point is that air taxis are more than technology. They are a symbol of revolution. They represent that Africa is capable of building, innovating, and moving forward without depending on outsiders. Each flight is not only about carrying passengers, it is about carrying dignity, pride, and independence. When a farmer, a student, or a mother can reach another city without foreign control, it becomes a direct statement of freedom. Air taxis being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another prove that Africa is not trapped in the past. They are the physical evidence that our dreams are real, that our unity creates progress, and that no one can keep us crawling when we are destined to soar. The third point is courage and resistance to the enemy's doubt. The world will not celebrate Africa's rise, because it means the collapse of their control. They will say we cannot manage safety, we cannot handle technology, we cannot sustain progress. But every time they doubt, Africa must rise and answer with action. The courage to believe in ourselves is greater than their propaganda. By building air taxis in Africa to travel from one city to another, we are showing that African determination defeats foreign skepticism. This courage is our weapon, our shield, and our proof that nothing can stop a united people who believe in their own strength. The fourth point is vision for the future. Air taxis are only the beginning of Africa's new journey. Today it is about connecting cities quickly. Tomorrow it will be high-speed trains, modern factories, satellites, and ships built by Africans for Africans. The vision is not limited to air travel. It is about rewriting the entire future of Africa with our own hands. Every air taxi that takes off is like a declaration that the future belongs to us, not to outsiders. Air taxis being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another are the first sparks of a greater fire that will illuminate our continent with independence, innovation, and pride. This vision is unstoppable because it is fueled by the will of the people. The fifth point is the call to unity and responsibility. This achievement is not for leaders alone, it is for every African. Workers, students, farmers, mothers, fathers, each person must believe in this revolution, protect it, and defend it. Freedom requires participation. Air taxis being launched in Africa to travel from one city to another are not just government projects. They are a collective victory. They show that when Africa stands together, nothing is impossible.
Thank you for standing with us, for standing with the truth, and for standing with President Ibrahim Traore. In these trying times, your voice is powerful. Don't just watch, be part of the movement. Subscribe to stay updated, share to awaken others, and head to the comment section. Tell us how you feel, what you believe, and what Africa means to you. Together we are louder, together we are stronger. This is Young Patriots TV, and you are the heartbeat of the mission. Thank you.